It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Miami. It's the Chargers and the Dolphins, next on Madden Football.
PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Scott. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To the right side goes Shipley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They begin with a run by Miller, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now Carey. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, they go with Shipley. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Herbert now. Got an open man. It's Scott. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to Shipley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play, took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And here's Brad Robbins now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They work now on 2nd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
To the sideline and incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in a conference title game, massive.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. LA set to take over again on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That's it. Defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now it's Wright. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Murphy going to try the right side. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Delay of game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Palmer. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one complete to McConkey. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Shipley. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Once again, it's Shipley. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4 but got 3. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. 2 in the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start the drive with Murphy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Murphy running straight ahead. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Austin.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one taken in by Corley. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Now a give here to Murphy. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 58 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Murphy again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tua. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Odafe. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half.
Yeah, I'm going to take that play out of the playbook. Right. It's just not working anymore for some reason.
Guys, really, on either side of the ball.
The play action version, that's working. This one's not.
To get them back into this game.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's Herbert. That'll be caught by Shipley. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Herbert. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Herbert throwing again. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did win with some.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Will Shipley punching it in from a yard. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Sanders on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Out of the gun, Herbert. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Chicago Bears squaring off against the Los Angeles Rams. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. The 32. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Going to throw right side here. Complete. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On play action, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Miller. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 18. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation. But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting... Point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Charger drive about to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On the handoff, it's Shipley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Scott. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On the handoff, it's Murphy. Breaks through the contact. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They'll run left with Murphy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They run again here with Murphy. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Shipley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
That's complete to Shipley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Herbert off of play action. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. In motion goes the tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be caught by Shipley. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Delay of game.
And they'll accept that penalty. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Herbert.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. 98 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll go with Murphy here on first down. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 31. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Murphy trying to pick it up on the ground, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Murphy. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.